Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial where we'll be showing you how to use Flodesk templates to grow your email list. Before we start, we have the link to Flodesk in the description below so you can get a head start at the end of this video. Now before you can use a template, you need to have a clear plan. The most effective way to grow your list is by offering something of value, a lead magnet, in exchange for an email address. This could be a free ebook, a guide, or a checklist amongst other many options. So let's assume that we're going to be using an example of a freelance photographer who wants to welcome new subscribers who download their pricing guide and nurture them to a discovery call or booking. So as we mentioned earlier, we'll need to have a lead magnet. So the first step is to choose and customize a Flodesk form template. We'll be calling this lead magnet a wedding photography pricing and packages guide. So right away at the top of our Flodesk, we're going to go over to forms. And then right here, we're going to click on new form right here. And of course, you could see different examples and you have the option to browse all of them, right? But right here, we're going to be choosing the category of a full page form. And as a photographer, we can use this to form a link to the Instagram bio on our website or social media posts. We need to choose a clean, single-purpose landing page that converts well. The first example is nice and the second as well. There are lots of other examples we could go with, but to keep things simple and practical, we'll just be going with the first one. Once you hover over it, it's going to show you customize it, and that's what we want to do. So let's click on customize. So right here, it's asking us to choose a segment. Subscribers who opt into this form will automatically be added to the segment we choose or create below. Now, if you have some other segment, you can choose it, but we're going to be creating one. Now, for our wedding pricing guide, we're just going to say guide and wedding pricing. So this will help keep things organized and in check. We're going to click here, create guide, and this creates the segment. Click on save. Awesome, so now we get to customize this form and we're going to be putting a picture, obviously a nice picture that relates to our niche, photography for weddings, and we're going to have some edits right here. So let's go ahead and do some changes. Let's click on this area for the picture and you can see the sidebar. You need to select the source, which is from my computer, and we're going to click on upload an image, select the file, and it will be loaded right here. So it's currently loading up and we're going to wait for a few moments for this to happen. Great, so here we have this stunning high quality photograph of a couple on their wedding day. This is what we want to use to attract others and it looks great. So for the headline, we're going to also make some changes right here. In order to make the change, you're just going to simply click on this, select it, and then put in your text. On the right side, you can make some adjustments to the font style, the size, the font color, alignment, and the rest of them. So we have ready to see your beautiful wedding packages. That's a great question. And the body, we're also going to make some changes. Once again, we will repeat the process, select everything, and then put in the text we desire. And here we have download our free guide to get a breakdown of our pricing packages and what it's like to work with us. Enter your email below to get instant access. So from what we expect from our prospective clients is to put in their first name and their email address. And then, of course, they could click and download, and that's going to be good. Now, of course, if you want to change the wording so it's not just generic and you want to change download to something like send me the guide, you can click on it. And once you click on it, on the right side, you can see some different options here, such as the style, the fill color, etc. We're going to go over to the font and you can see some other settings. Now, for the download, you could also select everything. And then we could simply say, send me the guide. Then once this is done, you can go over to the top. You're currently under design and we can click on the thank you. Now, this is what is going to happen once they actually subscribe or they actually click on send me the guide. You can see thanks for subscribing, but of course, we're not actually trying to subscribe per se. We're actually trying to say something that relates to what they actually clicked on, right? So we're going to say something like check your inbox, the guide is on its way. But rather, instead of just pasting something new, you're going to go over to the right side. You can see some options right here. And at the bottom, you can see type your custom success message. We're going to click on it. And this allows us to actually make the change. Great, so we have check your inbox. The guide is on its way. Then, of course, the next thing you want to do is to check how it looks like on the desktop view. You can see how nice it looks. And if you go over here, you can switch over to the mobile view. So when we go back, we can click on share. So now when we click on share, you have the option to share your new link. We're going to click on copy, and that's good. Now, since our form is done and completed, we're going to go over to the top, click on Flodesk once again, and you can see that our beautifully designed form is ready to be used. We're going to go over now to workflows because we want to actually automate the process of showing the form on our website. In order to do this, we need to go over to workflows and automate it. So now that we're under workflows, we're going to come over to the button new workflow. And then on the left side, we're going to choose from the welcome series. After choosing the welcome series, you just have one example, that's fine. We're going to click on view details. However, in your case, you'll want to choose what applies in your niche. So let's go ahead and click on view details. You can see how it looks like. We could of course make some edits to this. And at the bottom, you can see something nice related to what we're looking for. So let's go ahead and click on customize it. And our next step is to customize this pre-built workflow. This template comes with a series of emails and time delays already laid out for you, so you just need to customize the content. So the first thing, of course, is to select a trigger. We're going to come over to the trigger option here and click on it. And on the side, you're going to see begin this workflow when someone is added to segment, right? So this is the option, and we're going to leave it there. And you're going to choose a segment. Remember, we actually made a segment when we were creating a form, and that's why that part was important. So here, guide wedding pricing. Good. So we have this wedding pricing and we have the trigger. Now, the next thing, of course, is to actually make some edits to this, because once this trigger is set, the next thing will be to send the email, right? So what we're going to do is to click on the email that we're supposed to send and make some customizations to it. So what we can do is to click on edit. We can make some changes to this. Hello there. And we're also going to make some changes to this. Instead of saying, I'm so excited to welcome you to my email list, we're going to select this and change the text. Your photography pricing guide is here. Let's get started. And of course, you might want to go ahead and click on this, add a picture of your guide, add a variable to that pricing, and put in some more information right here. Instead of having visit the blog, you can click on this and make some changes. The changes, of course, can be done on the right side once you click on font, the link, etc. You can make some changes to this. And so they're going to have this as what you promised for the photography pricing guide after they put in their first name and email address. So while they're having this, you will now have these new subscribers to your email list. Assuming we're done here, we're going to click on finish and it's going to take us back. If we scroll down, you can see another part of the automation, and this is important. So say they actually see the wedding pricing guide, but they don't actually respond to it. You could actually wait for 30 days and then send another email. Now, of course, you could make some changes to this. This is 30 days. You could say 10 days. And it's going to change right here. And after 10 days, you can click on this once again, click on it to edit, make some changes to help them make a decision, put another time delay, and put some more information and another time delay. Of course, if this feels like a lot to you, you can go ahead and delete time delays. You can click on the X here, delete this as well, and it reduces the automation workflow. All this is to your preference. Once you're done designing and customizing your workflow for your email list, you're going to go over to the Publish button and click on it. And once you click on Publish, you can see Publish Now. This will work perfectly on your website or your social media sites where this will be applied. By following these steps, you'll be able to use Flodesk templates to grow your email lists. Don't forget to check out the link to Flodesk in the description below so you can get a good start at the end of this video. Let us know if this was helpful, and thanks for watching.